Okay, so today I'm going to show you how you can use the major system and memory palace, of course, to memorize numbers, and how you can use it to memorize chapters and verses, right? Learn the major system. It's kind of hard to learn at first, but once you get it, you can use it for anything, which is crazy. I use it to memorize chapters and verses. I'll show you what I did with that. But let's see. So anybody can do it. You just have to learn the technique. Let's do a quick game. I'll just show you like what I did to practice here and there. Let's see, let's share. How do I share this? Share, I do this all the time. I don't know why let's see, share. And then, okay, so Memory League, okay? So this website here is what, memory, people who practice memory techniques, they come here and memorize cards, images, names, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna do the numbers one, right? So I'll just do this one, 30 digits. So I think I have 1 minute to memorize 30 digits. I'm gonna kind of show you what I do and talk it out. I don't know, why not? So let's just start. Okay, 30 digits to memorize. I'm just gonna skip this right here. So rain and fire. So I imagine rain and fire, my head's on fire. What is this? Kite, so eyes, there's a kite coming out of there, my eyes, and it goes into a genie. Madi, my friend. So I'm licking Madi, my friend, and then she turns into an owl. Okay, I don't know, whatever. Fat, so my chin is fat, and then Shaq comes up and grabs it. Okay, rain, my chest, it's raining on my chest, and then all the rain goes into a tin. Mike, I'm kneeing a mic, and then instead of blood coming out of my knee, it's a tar. Okay, 7 and 8. I don't even have to create a picture for that. Map is 39, so I'm stepping on a map. But yeah, let's do shin bone is 7 and 8. So it's a cow and a UFO. So I usually should have time to review this. So apparently I don't have enough time. So let's just do it. So it's a rain and fire, right? Rain and fire, kite coming out of my eyes and going into a genie. No, oh, did I have a nose one? I guess not. I think I went straight to. So I lick Madi and she turns into an owl, 05. Got a fat chin, and then Shaq grabs it. Rain on my chest, and it goes into a tin. What was the rest? Was it 07? Oh no, knee. I knee a cow. Was it knee? What was I kneeing? Was I kneeing a cow, and then it turns a tar, and then 07, 08, and then map. I think that's right. Let's try. Was it a cow and a tar? I knee something. Was it a cow? Whatever. Let's see what happens. Let's see how I did. Oh, it was a mic. All right, so I messed up. So that's right. I was kneeing a mic, and then blood. That cow messed me up. So anyways, I think I did okay. All right, I was able to memorize 30 digits in one in whatever. Was it a minute? Usually I don't talk it out. I just do it in my head, but I felt like I can show you how I do it. I missed one, whatever, I apologize. So all I have to do is just review these a little bit more. And then at the end of the video, maybe I'll show you how it works with long-term. It's not like something that I'll forget right away. So yeah, because all I have to do is just keep reviewing. Well, I don't have to review it anymore. I created these funny stories to see, so you can, I'm gonna have to close this later, but you now and then, you can just I'll recite the numbers again, and then you can rewatch the video to see how I did. But yeah, hopefully I do okay. We'll see. I'll do it at the end of the video, just to see, how long this what long-term memory. I mean, I might forget some stuff, but whatever. This is probably going to be a long video, but here we go. So I missed one, Mike and Tar. Okay, the 3. I missed the 3. So how do I do this? Continue. No. Okay, so what do I do? Let's go to this. Am I sharing? I hope I'm sharing this. If I'm not, Okay, so I'm assuming I'm sharing this screen, because if I'm not, then you guys had no idea what I was doing. All right, so I'm sharing it. All right, so what I did is the major system is you create pictures for numbers that you want to memorize, right? So those are my pictures from IKEA that, maybe I'll use them later. So I took this from Louis Angel, AE Minds, I believe. I watched all his videos and he did a bunch of videos showing how to create numbers for each from 1 to 99 or something like that, right? So I like this. This was easy to remember. Basically, oh, you know what? Let me share this instead. I'm going to share this. This is an Excel file that I created to show how the images that I create for each number. Okay, so the main thing is first you have numbers 0 through 9. What are they, right? So you go by the sound, right? So each number has a sound. So 0 has a s, z sound, right? 1 has a t, d sound. 2 has an n sound. 3 the m sound. 4 the r sound. 5 the l sound. 6 the sh, j sound. 7 the k, g sound. 8 the f, v sound. 9 the p, b sound, p, b sound, right? How can you memorize that? You can use this. 0, just remember 0 has a s sound. T has 1 downstroke. 2 has 2 downstrokes. 3 has 3 downstrokes, right? 4 is the last letter of when you spell out 4, R. L is Latin for 50, right? 6 is upside down G, so it's a g sound, k, g sound. I mean the sh sound, sh, j sound, right? K is 2 7 stacked up together. 8 is a cursive F that looks like an 8. P is a mirror of 9. So you can use that to remember, I'm going kind of fast, but just rewatch the video. Or you can use this from AE Minds, which works for some people. The top is 1, and just remember T, 1, t, top. 2 is nose, 3 is mouth, m. 4 is ribs for ribs. 5 is liver for the L sound. 6 is joint, hip joint for the sh, j sound. Kneecap, 7. 8 is the fibula for the f sound. 9 is the ball sound, the b, p sound, and then sand for the 0, right? So what do? What you do with these are basically consonants, right? So with these, you use vowels to make words. So for example, if the number I want to memorize is 12, okay? So that's 1 and 2, right? T and the N. So what do I have? I use 10, I think. Let's see, that's 12. Yeah, 12 is 10, okay? If I want to memorize 46, what's 46? 4 is the R sound and the j sound, or the sh, j, show. So 46 is rash, right? 46 is rash. Let's just say I want to, one of the first words was 42, and I said rain, right? So that's 4 and 2, R and N. I made a word, and it's rain. So you want to create words. Where is rain? Oh, it's at the bottom. So you want to create words that you can make images for, right? So 11 is a toad, 12 is a tin, 3 is a dime, 14 tar, 15 tail, 16 dish. So all the way from 0 to 99, I created words that I can picture. And I'm pretty sure I took a bunch of these from online from other people. Keep looking at myself on here. I should look at the camera. But anyways, so you got to memorize this first. How do you memorize it? You keep testing yourself. I tested with my wife. We used to go walking, and then she'd be like 46, and I'd be like rash. And then I do the same thing to her. What's 77? And she'd be like cake. And when you do this, by the way, memorizing scripture is fun when you do it with your spouse, but be very gentle. I've been in situations where I'm like telling her, memorize this. And then she's like, you know what? I never wanted to do this in the first place. And then we get in a big fight. And that's not how we should be memorizing scripture, right? So anyways, couples, spouses, be very gentle. Hey, memorizing scripture is important and it's fun and very important to do with other people as well. But yeah, be patient. Don't be like me, where I'm just like kind of pushing really hard. But anyways, back to this. So, so how do I use this? What can I do to use this? Okay, so let's go to, how do I do this? Let me see if I can go back to another screen. I'm gonna share something else. New share. Okay, let's go back to my file here. Okay, so, I had the, all right. So let's see, this is what I call my master memory list. So everything I want to memorize or have memorized is in here. If you notice, let me go to a better screen. Okay, so on here, my marriage verse. I didn't put the verse. This is a verse that we use for our marriage. We're actually doing a study on this. I'm taking a how to study the Bible class at Evergreen with Pastor Terry. And this is the verse, this passage is what I'm going to use to study. Because before, I didn't know, I didn't know about how we should be handling the word. I didn't study that. So we just took a verse that sounded nice. So we're trying to figure out, okay, can this be a marriage verse? So that's the, hopefully studying this and I'm handling the work correctly. I have a feeling that it's still okay. It was written to the Colossians and, it was written how the church should act with each other, but I'm going to go with why not with your spouse, with your wife, right? But anyways, who cares? I'm sorry. I apologize. All right. So this is a master. I'm pretty sure I got this hint from another memory person that said you got to make something because like 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you may forget something that you memorized. So why not have a book? So right here, column A is the locations that I memorized these verses or chapter and verse, and then, these verses. All right. So I have the location, the verse, or the chapter and verse and the actual verse. Okay. So LAH is my old church, and basically I started with the office, and there was a board there. So what I did was Proverbs is a pro wrestler with a V, wearing a V shirt or something. That's Proverbs for me, Proverbs. And then 16:9, 16 is dish, 9 is a B. All right. So on that board, I just remember a pro wrestler throwing dishes at a bee. Funny story. The funnier it is, the crazier it is, the sillier it is, you remember stuff, right? And then I went to the next location. I said, in their hearts. So I imagine on the desk, there's a heart. He opens it up and humans, I just remember human, like looking at a map and trying to plan their course, and then it goes, but is a big but for me, but the Lord, so Darth Vader is showing his butt, and then he's creating steps, establishes their steps. So those are the images that I put on that desk to memorize a verse. So, but anyways, we're talking about how to do chapters and verses. So I went along. Next one is a cork board, and I start with Galatians is a glacier, 5 is an owl, 13 is a dime. So I imagine a glacier on the cork board, an owl sitting on top of it, and he's flipping a dime. Okay. Right. Next one, I go to the cabinet. I think I did a video on this. Galatians 5:19, glaciers. There's an owl and he's taping up the glacier. Galatians 5:22 is a nun. So there's a glacier in the snack shelf that they used to have. It had all kinds of snacks, and then an owl sitting there, and then maybe the nun is eating up all the snacks. All right. Small fish, fridge. It was Galatians 3, which is a McDonald's signs I'm actually using for that one, which is the peg system. So it's a little different. Galatians 3, and then he falls down the glacier. The McDonald's sign is falling down the glacier and falls into a stack of nachos, 26 nachos. So the benefits of this is, reference wise, it's like you really don't need to memorize chapters and verses. I know Pastor Terry was talking about like when did the chapters and verses come in? It came in way later, right? But it's good for reference for yourself. Like, okay, I need to know the scripture where it came from. I could look it up in the Bible right away, right? So let's try this. I'm gonna hide this, and you can see if I'm correct when you rewatch the video. So let's go projector. Be strong and courageous, right? This is Joshua 1:9. I think everybody knows that one verse. This is love, that we walk in obedience. This is 2 John 1:6. The story about the 10 men healed, and then Jesus heals 10 men, and only one comes back to thank him. That was Luke 17, 15, I believe. Let's see if I'm right. And then on the counter, this is where the criminal says to Jesus, hey, and Jesus, remember me, and Jesus says, today I'll be with you in paradise. That's on the counter, and that's also Luke. And then I want to say it's a gnome in a rain. So Luke fighting a gnome in the rain. So 6:23-42. On the piano, Jesus said Isaiah was right when he prophesies about you. This would be Mark 7:6. For it is by grace, Ephesians 2:8. Even youths grow tired and weary. That's Isaiah 40:30. For I'm convinced that neither death nor life. That's Romans 8:38. I can do all things. Philippians 4:13. Everybody knows this one, I guess. And we know that in all things, God works for the good. That's in the shower, and that was Roman 28 knife. Yeah, Roman 28. So that's Romans 8:28, I think. Be still, know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. I'm not doing that good, I think. Jeremiah 29:11. Whatever you do, Colossians 3:23. You did not choose me, but I chose you. That's John 15:16. Is it 15:16 or is it 15:16? I think it's 15:16. The tuner, the Lord is slow in keeping his promise. 2 Peter 3:9. AC, and whoever wants to be first must be a slave to all. That's Mark 10:44. Dice roar. Rejoice always. 1 Thessalonians 5:16. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. What is that? John 15:12, I think it starts with. Yeah. And then for those who exalt themselves, that's Matthew 23:12. So basically, I think I hope I'm right. But anyways, I could keep going all the way down. So basically, you can use this to, easily remember the chapter and verse of the verse that you want to memorize. Okay, I'm gonna see if how do I unhide? All right, so I don't know if I'm right or not. I can't remember. Let's see, Romans 69, Joshua 1:9, 2 John 1:6. Whoa, did I say 17:15? Let's see, 8:28. I'm pretty sure I said 8:28. Okay, well, anyways, I could keep going, right? But that's what this would be good for. And the dangers, this is like after I memorized James, this is one of the things I started doing was just memorize verses that I like. And one of the things that you have to do is remember that, the dangers of memorizing just verses is using it incorrectly. So you got to study the verse, right? For example, if you're using Philippians 4:13 to encourage somebody that they can ace a test or bench 300 pounds or something, that's what I remember using that verse for, or something like that, then you got to study it. That's not anything what that verse is for, can be used for, okay? When we say, oh, be still, then know that I am God. Like if you're using that verse to say that, I need to be still so I can listen to God. That's not what that verse is talking about. Study that verse. Jeremiah 29:11, when you're using this to say that, when you become Christian, God has a great future for you. That's not what that verse is talking about. You got to study it. So yeah, study the verses and know why God used the authors to write these sections, right? Study the whole thing. That's why right now I'm just memorizing whole books now, because I think I memorized enough single verses. But yeah, just do it. And then so try it out. I hope this encourages you. Watch the videos in the link from A Minds. Just watch. I watched all of them because just to learn it. And hopefully this helps. Hopefully the screen showed the words that I use. You can pause it and watch it, but I hope this encourages you to memorize scripture, study the Bible, so that you can live it out and know God more. Most important, know God, so that you know how you can please him. So I hope this helps out. I know it was a little, oh wait, I'm supposed to do the number thing. Okay, so watch so watch from the very beginning to see if I did it correctly or not. The screen, I went continuous, so I can't go back. So let me see. So it's 42, and then fire, I believe. It was 42, 84, and then it was 71, 62, and then it was Madi 34, and what? She turns into an owl, so 05, and then Shaq, so it's fat, so 81, 67, and then what was my chest? Is this the one that I'm forgetting? I'm gonna skip that one because I can't remember what that was. Oh no, that was rain. So 42 and 12, and then I'm kneeing the mic, and then tar. So 37, 14, and then what was it? 07, 08. I don't think I created a picture for that, and then map 39. I think those are the numbers. I hope I'm right. If I'm wrong, whatever, I'm pretty sure I got most of it. Okay, but yeah, I hope this encourages you to learn the major system. It really helps with anything, memorizing dates, numbers in the Bible, whatever you want, but especially to memorize chapters and verses. Okay, hope this helps and encourages you. But yeah, here we go. Thank you.